allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Persick.
Here.
Alderman Kirby Hall.
Here.
Alderman Van Dyne.
Here.
Alderman Evans.
Here.
Alderman Kerwin.
Here.
Alderman Larry Hall.
Here.
6 present, 2 absent, 0 quorum.
Thank you. I declare the regular meeting of the City Council on May 3rd, 2016 is now in session. Council, you got a minutes of April 19th before you.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve the April 19th, 2016 City Council meeting minutes as written and have them placed on file.
A motion by Alderman Kerwin. Do we have a second? Second by Alderman Evans. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Kerwin.
Yes.
Alderman Evans.
Yes.
Alderman Van Dyne.
Yes.
Alderman Kirby Hall.
Yes.
Alderman Larry Hall.
Yes.
Alderman Persick.
Yes.
6 yes, 2 absent, motion passes.
Thank you. Mayor's report, just a few things. Don't know if it was out there or not. We did have a committee of the whole meeting today scheduled for 6 on general corporate revenue. We'll push that back to another day. So let everybody know on that, putting everything together. Waste management, we'll begin the recycling pickup services, or weekly recycling pickup services, sorry. June 16, 2016. Also make note that IDOT high-speed rail public meeting will be this Thursday from 4 to 7 p.m. here at, out at Local 150, I'm sorry. If you guys can attend, please make your notes. A lot of this has to do with the Kankakee Street intersection. It's probably one of our biggest challenges out there facing what they're doing as well as the bridge construction and everything else. So if you guys can attend out there, make yourself seen, let people know you're out there.
Do you have any idea, Mr. Mayor, about what's even going on with this?
Other than what has been presented, that we've had presented in the past, they will have, I'm sure they'll have cards and general ideas what we talked about as far as the wall and all that other stuff, to what extent they're going to have that. If they've changed much since the last time when they had the public hearing here, I don't know.
The main thing, the new information they're going to bring, talking to them today, is all the alternative suggestions on why they can't do something different. They did go through all those, and they're going to have information, you know, why can't they build an underpass, why can't they build an overpass. So they will have, that will be new information.
I think the biggest question, what you guys really need to pay attention to, what I've noticed through all these public hearings, is the talk is of expanding these rails for a second rail, okay? And the second rail is to extend from, I think, just past Braidwood to Joliet. Now, keep in mind, there's no money for that second rail. And I think that's what the biggest challenge is. That money, if that second rail was to be put in, it would be put in on state money, not federal money. What IDOT's trying to do is use federal money to expand the railway, to add the second track, with absolutely no thought, no plan, or even no clue if they're even going to ever put in that second rail. That's what our biggest challenge is, and that's what we need to make sure we stay on top of. Why are you expanding a railhead if you don't even know if you're going to put the second rail? And I think that's where we really need to be focused on, because they don't know. They told us we don't have the money. We don't have the money to put the rail in, and in fact, there's been a lot of pushback. I know the people that are associated with Bedewin are strongly opposed to it, because part of these basically you have a side track on top of the double main track is a heavy archaeological site up there where they want to place it. So there's definite challenges to it, where it really even weakens the possibility of that second track even going in. So why are you going to create this this type of expansion on rail service if you never know if you're going to put the rail in or not? And I think that's really what our biggest focus is.
So our biggest hurdle right now, or their biggest hurdle right now, is between Coal City Road and getting over the Kankakee River.
Well, they're going to be doing the track improvements at Coal City Road and everything else, but I'm talking the second rail. Okay, they got the second rail farther south, but they want to make a second rail all the way from Joliet all the way to St. Louis, so we'll have 2 rails. Okay.
They have the funding for the river crossing and for those grade separations
Right.
and the lights at Coal City Road and Strip Line. That's part of the high-speed rail funding. The funding they do not have is the construction of the second rail,
Right.
which is from Joliet to just before you get to Dwight. And they're trying to get all the right-of-way and or all the engineering done using the federal money for all that engineering environmental. That's a pretty lot of money.
See, right now, because I just had a meeting a while back, the state right now, on some of these roadway projects, is getting money from the federal.
Right.
Right.
So it's
And
not
that's
the
like,
state
that's
funding,
what they
it's the
want to do,
federal
they want to
money.
use federal dollars. You know how they talked about putting the wall up on Kankakee Street and everything else, they want to use federal dollars to do that. So if they ever get money to put the second track in, it'll already be done.
Yeah.
But here you are, you're, you know, you could be displacing residents, you're impacting business, and you don't even know if you're gonna put that second rail in. You may never get that second rail. And that's what our challenge is.
So those trees over there by cold storage are cut down to that, are all part of this?
That's part of the, yes, that's
That's
part of
federal
the
funding.
Yeah, I just
the
wondered.
second rail area.
Yeah.
They want to get access in there and get that cleaned out.
So, yeah, it definitely be a challenge for the next several months. Also like to make notice, it's not on your notes, Jonathan Jones, some of you may know him, some of you may not. I do have his information. I'd like to make his appointment next council meeting for planning and zoning. We expect interest. He's been in the community for many years, as long as I can remember, so. Currently works for, I believe, Western Utilities, so lives over in Winchester Green area. So that's all I have under the mayor's report for tonight. Citizens' comments, any citizens' comments tonight? Nothing, speechless.
I hope all the ladies in your lives, your moms, your wives, your daughters, and your daughter-in-laws, Kim and Julie, have a nice Mother's Day.
There you go, thank you, sir.
So no, you got to watch no sports on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah,
There's no football.
well, hey, Tanner's pitching that day.
Oh, that's,
Sunday.
okay,
I guess the
that's different, that's,
Sunday.
Sunday, Mother's Day. All right, Planning and Zoning Commission, their next scheduled meeting is Thursday, June 2nd, at 5:00 p.m. Committee reports, building grounds, health, parks, and safety, Alderman Persick, Alderman Van Dyne.
Mr. Mayor, the next scheduled meeting is Wednesday, May 11th, 2016 at 5:30 p.m.
Water, sewer, streets, and alleys, Alderman Kerwin, Alderman Studer.
Next scheduled meeting is Wednesday, May 11th at 6 p.m.
Police and ESDA, neither chair is here, but their next scheduled meeting is Tuesday, May 10th, 2016 at 5:30. Finance Administration and Land Act. Alderman Hall, you got their minutes?
I got them all.
Yes.
All
Read
right.
away, start with the accounts payable.
I move to approve the accounts payable reports in the amount of $334,618.90 and the amount of $48,242.26 as presented by the city accountant.
Motion by Alderman Kirby Hall, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Alderman Persick. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Sir. Alderman Kirby Hall.
Yes.
Alderman Persick.
Yes.
Alderman Kerwin.
Yes.
Alderman Larry Hall.
Yes.
Alderman Van Dyne.
Yes.
Alderman Evans.
Yes.
6 yes, 2 absent, motion passes.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve the professional service agreement with Heckman, Guyton, Albers, and what was I saying? Beats Inc., PGAV, for the 2016 agreement to the Ridgeport Logistics Center Intermodal Terminal area.
Motion by Alderman Kirby Hall, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Alderman Persick. Any discussion?
This is a pass-through. It's a request to amend the TIF because of the property, like the 10 acres we just did with Victoria. Add that as we kick out the commercial. So you have to actually prepare another report. So this is the group that prepared the report for us. Bridgeport pays for that. So we have to sign
Talk
up
about
with
this
that.
when we did that.
Pardon me?
Did we bring this up when we did that? I just can't remember something.
Well, we did a TIF resolution with the intent to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
Get started.
this is the first time that
Yeah.
we've heard this. Maybe.
Correct.
Okay. That sounds
It's going to cost about $20,000. If you look in the agreement, there's $18,500 base fee, and then there's reimbursement, which is about $200. So, but that will be paid for through Bridge, which is a new, a dollar.
Yeah. Commissioner Galt. Any further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Kirby Hall.
Yes.
Alderman Persick.
Yes.
Alderman Kerwin.
Yes.
Alderman Larry Hall.
Yes.
Alderman Van Dyne.
Yes.
Alderman Evans.
Yes.
6 yes, 2 absent, motion passes.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve the payment to Open Lands in the amount of $225,427.77.
A motion by Alderman Kirby Hall, do we have a second?
I give a quick update.
I need a second.
I'll second.
Second by Alderman Percy. Any discussion?
We did get the notice from Land and Conservation that our grant is being transferred from the division of the OSLAT over to Land and Conservation, so they will honor that grant. So we sent them documents last week. I think the approval process for the $252,000 grant that we'll receive. We have a letter that's going out to Open Lands that explains this $225,000 is to principal, and that we're working with the final solution with either the grant or other donations to complete the payment of purchasing this property. So that's the updates. And in the agreement, we did get a request from them to honor the lease agreement within 9 business days to pay the cell tower. Because it is in the agreement, once we do receive the proceeds, we were supposed to pay it within, I think it was 10 business days, which we had a payment back in February. So we're about 45 days late, but they understood that. But it's, so I think we're set. I think now that we got the update, the grant got transferred over to the Land Conservation Grant, we should be able to, come really close to paying this thing off through the grant, along with this payment, and then work on what's left as a donation. Through Overlands forgiveness, or a group, or us, a donation to work with Overlands on this.
Any further discussion?
Hey, Tony, did we make an agreement with this, the sale of the cell tower to go strictly to this purchase of the open land property, or can that money be used for something else? I don't.
Yeah, the agreement was specific that if we did do an auction or sell the tower, then proceeds, 90% of the net proceeds will go toward the payment for this lease.
And that was an agreement with Open Lands?
Yes.
We did sell the cell tower.
Yes.
Okay. And when is the $250,000 coming in?
Well, all the paperwork's getting down there. They want to close it out by June 1 because of the funds they have is, they want to get them all dispersed before the end of the budget year. And this is trust funds, so they're not swipeable by the governor, but even the director said they want to get these funds back out in the community and not just sitting there. So this is, ours was one of the ones chosen for land acquisition. A lot of the OSLADs are not land acquisition, they're park improvements. So this grant is only for land acquisition. And one of the reasons why we were qualified when they contacted me about 3 or 4 months ago is because of the islands themselves. They want to preserve as much open space and conservation areas and not have it become possibly redeveloped. So I did play that card very heavily with them, saying, well, this is on Route 66. If we do not get a grant, the alternative will be that Open Lands has a right to sell this to recoup the money. And so this could go to commercial or other use. And we would like to get as much open space as we can on our islands, but we have funds with the state. And the other thing that helped was the resolution that we did for Kankakee River, working with Indiana and with the National Waterways. And that was a very positive for conservation, because they support that program. And we really like the idea of our vision plan for the islands. That was another big plus. They saw that this is a program, another phase of us getting to that vision plan for the Evans to be more of a recreational open space use. So I got us through the process to get this grant.
Can you just remind me of what we received, what would 90% be of the cell tower? I'm just trying to figure out what we'll have left to pay off on this.
Oh, at the end of the day,
We're getting 250 and we sold the tower at 90% is how much?
there's 225.
225?
We sold the tower for I think gross, 275 with the gross. And then we had a prorated payment that we already received from the cell tower for lease for a couple months. So that got deducted from the sale. And then the commission got deducted and the cost for the work. And it came back to 250, well, 10%, 252,000 was the net proceeds. We were allowed to keep 10% to help pay for the cost of demolition and other costs for the property. So at the end of the day, this is what's left over.
Okay. So that's 475. What was the total amount that we owe?
Well, the total amount we owe open lands,
Yes.
and the principal is right around 515,000 with the cost. And then the interest that they calculated puts us right around 600, I think it was 620 some thousand, 27,000, I think, the invoice we saw back in December. But as where our position has been, even in the lease extension we did, we only did the lease extension in regards to principal, no more interest. And even the letter the mayor is sending is, we're requesting that they give all the interest. And so we're going to respond to that.
So it's correct to say that we would have approximately $40,000 left on principal? Is that
Yes.
close enough?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Any further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Alderman Kirby Hall,
Yes.
Alderman Persick,
Yes.
Alderman Kerwin,
Yes.
Alderman Larry Hall,
No.
Alderman Van Dyne,
Yes.
Alderman Evans.
Yes.
5 yes, 1 no, 2 absent, motion passes.
Thank you. And our next scheduled meeting will be Tuesday, May 17th, 2016 at 6 o'clock p.m. Ordinance and License Committee, Alderman Kirby Hall, Alderman Evans.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, next scheduled meeting is Tuesday, May 10, 2016 at 6 o'clock p.m.
Personnel Collective Bargaining Committee, Alderman Hall, Alderman Persick.
Next scheduled meeting is May 4th at 6 p.m.
It's canceled.
Can't, it's today.
That's tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that's canceled?
Yeah. That one was gonna be sewer and water, we're not ready for that, we canceled that one last week.
Yeah, well, we were doing a combination personnel along with that, with sewer and water, but we're not ready yet, so.
Yeah.
To get back to you.
There you go.
Be announced.
Nothing.
Hey,
All right, City Administrator's Report, Mr. Graff.
as you can tell, we're canceling the committee of the whole on May 4th, so the next one's going to be May 18th. And we'll also include the personnel update on that, because we are working through that personnel manual, and we need to get that down. The Pretoria, you should receive invitations for the groundbreaking for Pretoria. So I think it's on Monday. It's a Monday. Okay. 16th, there you go. Yeah, 17th is there. At 3 p.m. and then afterwards it's going to be at Big Fish for reception afterwards. Hopefully everybody can make that. And we're working on the Arsenal Road project. We're waiting for final comments from IDOT in regards to drainage. We had to update the drainage as we modified the phase 1 of building South Arsenal Road in 53. So we're hoping within the next 2 weeks to be able to get sign off and we go to bid on that project. Pietro Road, we're finishing up the phase 1 documents now that Will County Highway agreed with. And we'll submit those to IDOT, and we're hoping for a quick turnaround. And I don't think we're going to probably go to bid at the same time. I think we might be bidding, the Arsenal Road will probably be bid in the end of this month. And I think we'll be at bid for hopefully on the Pietro at the end of June to get it approved to IDOT. So I think at least we'll get some of the work done, not all of it, until road is ready. Try to get the two close together.
Tony, can I ask, since we're going forward with these two intersections, I know our chances of getting Route 53 repaved in between them is probably slim or none because of the money that the state doesn't have or want to give out, but is there any way we could maybe do a resolution to try to ask or to better our chances to get that road fixed?
From which, from?
Well, from Peatone Blacktop or, you know.
Oh, Peatone to the north?
To the north, in between the two intersections that we're gonna pretty much do brand new. I know the road in between is shot.
That's been brought up, but yeah, I think if we need to, we could ask, a resolution always helps.
I got a meeting coming up with state senator too, because we've also not only, we'll add that to one of the, I think the biggest one I've had a concern with is right there on 53 from Kankakee Street down to 102. I mean, I know they come and did some temporary patch jobs, but from right downtown, right in the center of downtown,
Oh.
53.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
I mean, we can make it all the way to town if you want, but
Well, they did it,
I mean, the trucks are beating up the road just as much as the
what they did
intersection.
2 years ago from Kankakee Street up to,
Yeah.
they just basically did an overlay. Continue to get rid of our curves, which has always been a challenge with this, because they come in, they say they're gonna redo the road, gradual overlay, they're gonna redo the curbs and gutters, get it all nice and dressed up. That's what they come and tell us in the fall, and then they get into the spring, they say, no, we're just putting asphalt down. So it's always been our biggest challenge with IDOT when it comes to our state highways in town. So,
Well, I'd like to try to at least ask.
well, absolutely, not a problem. I mean, I think we could draft up a resolution that not only incorporates that, but incorporates all the areas, all the state highways in town. We know we have definitive problems at, and push it that way.
Okay.
You know, one of the ideas I would say is we could ask for an alternate as part of the bid. So at least when the companies are bidding, if we know how much is not being done, put that in as an alternate bid. And then ask the senator, because we can't use EDP funds for that, but have the state fund that alternate bid to do that
Because
work.
you might be able to get a better deal with them if they're already
Yes.
mobilized. So what do they need, you know, it's not like you need, because you know as well as I do, when you put in a bid, you're factoring mobilization at the same time.
Yeah.
So if you can incorporate that into it, might be a good way to.
We'll go out and take a look and see what roads we want to try to ask for.
Yeah, we'll have, as we put the things together, we'll get Kobe's insight, Kobe put in there and address it that way.
Isn't that portion of the road, isn't that part of what they're talking about, making 4-lane
Yes.
down to Peatone?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, they've always had the 104 or 140 foot easement.
Yeah.
And
But I mean,
that's what's always made it a challenge for like that property, because a lot of times when they did the, I can't remember what the actual terminology, but they come in and do assessments on how many cuts and stuff like that. That's why it was always a challenge for that to be developed, because only giving them right in, right outs instead of full cuts. The only full cut was on shared property, which was two different property owners, which always makes it a challenge. So, yeah, best way to do that is they're widening the highway, and then if you get it to release, drop the speed down, it opens that ability for more folk along that area, which increases the potential for commercial business, so. Keep working.
So any updates on anything on Route 53? Any of the places?
Now, good reminder
You
that,
mean economic development?
don't forget this weekend's Red Carpet Corridor Week.
Oh, yeah.
And it should be very busy on Saturday the 7th with the bison tours and everything else. The chamber's really going full out. I mean, they got a huge amount of vendors coming in now since this is going out, so should be good. It's supposed to be good weather too, so.
yeah. Have you heard anything on that property that was purchased north of Peatone?
They got 2 contracts, they're waiting for the 3rd one yet. That's, yeah.
So we still don't know what.
Yeah, we haven't seen a site plan yet.
I think they're waiting for more commitments, and hopefully they'll come in and look at the concept plan and what they plan on doing.
I do know, talking to the broker, yeah, when he called me, he was asking about the bid yet on the Peatone Road. So I know that's one of the concerns that the third bidder has, or third possible user, is they don't want to be putting all their construction in and get done, and all of a sudden we got the whole road tore up in front of their place. So it's really important that we get the Peatone Road out to bid. When we got out to bid in late June, they would still move forward with their construction, because by the time they get done with their site plan and get their buildings up for spring, our roads will all be done. So it's important to get IDOT to get on the task with this.
What kind of buildings are we talking?
Just commercial use right now, I can say, but we benefit. We know restaurants, convenience, and
Just a
service.
decent gun shop. Maybe one.
Everyone in the wall. Attorney's report, Mr. Irvin.
Thank you. An update in regards to the small parcel property that UP is interested in purchasing from the city, two separate parcels by the wastewater plant. They made an offer to purchase the property, and 7 weeks ago, the city made a counter offer to them, and I haven't heard anything from them since. I've inquired twice about that, and I'm still waiting for a response. It was a little over 2 weeks ago that the city, in good faith, thanks, Chris, gave their contractors an entry license to go on the property. So I should have more for you to tell you in 2 weeks. That's all I have.
Thanks, John. All right. Seeing nothing else from the council, motion to adjourn.
So be it.
Second?
Second.
Favor?
Aye.
Second.
We're adjourned.